Hey, this is Forrest. Okay, we got to talk about something. Recently, I had somebody call me about leasing one of our trailers. We do trailer leasing through River City Trucks, which is my company. And they were asking me some questions about, the trailer's weight and different things like that, and, how many axles it had or whatever. I sent them a video back to show them this particular trailer they were interested in, one we have right now in stock to be leased out. And in getting into it, I was talking to the guy, and I assumed he had an MC, and I assumed he had, all the stuff he needed to be in the trucking business. Turns out the guy had none of that. Turns out he doesn't have an MC. And I told him, I said, well, we only lease trailers to people that have an MC. They have the authority to run up and down the roads and go out and go interstate and not just intrastate. We used to lease to people that had intrastate, but we found that the intrastaters were going interstate sometimes illegally. And we just can't put our trailers at risk. So in further voir dire, I found out this guy is like a master of dealing with navigation, and he knows the way around all the way stations. That's what he tells me. He says, yeah, I know where the way stations are at. I just avoid the way stations. As long as I avoid the way stations, I'll be fine. How much do you want to lease your trailer for? What do you need a security deposit? Blah, blah, blah. And I told him, I said, we can't put that at risk. He said, why not? And I said, because most people know, I would think. I mean, maybe they don't know. But if they catch you going around a way station, dodging way stations, and you're driving commercially, they won't just put you out of service because they can't. You don't have an MC to begin with. What they do is they arrest you and they impound your truck, the trailer, and everything that was on that trailer or in that trailer. That's what they do because you're not supposed to be driving commercially without a company that goes through the FMCSA. And this guy said, oh, I've done it for a long time. Just because you do something and get away with it doesn't mean it's legal. And he got mad at me. He's like, well, there's plenty of trailers out there. I don't need yours. And I'm like, okay, I'd much rather put that other guy's trailer at risk than my trailer at risk. I mean, most of the trailers we bought new. Some are used when we buy them. And, the new ones, we've spent $18,000. We got one that's like $30-something thousand trailer that we bought. Do you think I want to have a $30,000 trailer go into car prison or trailer prison in this case and wait for me to go bail it out because of some guy out there that I didn't make sure he had the credentials? No. If there's somebody out there, and I'm going to say it, if there's an idiot out there that leases trailers or rents trailers to people willy-nilly, they can rent a commercial trailer to somebody. Good luck with that one because you're going to get in a lot of trouble with that. You're going to lose a trailer is what's going to happen to you. So the warning I guess I'd like to give to somebody out there is please don't drive that truck without a DOT, without an MC number, without the insurance you need, because all you're going to do is hurt a bunch of people. You're going to mess up some property. You're going to have an accident. No insurance is going to cover it because that's another thing. Let's say you've got, and this guy he tells me, he says, well, I got insurance. I said, so you have commercial insurance? I said, because if you have commercial insurance, all you really need is a company. Then you can take your commercial insurance. He said, no, I got Progressive. I said, well, Progressive has commercial insurance. He tells me, he says, no, I mean, I have like full coverage on my truck, and it'll cover the trailer. I said, no, it won't, because as soon as Progressive finds out you've had an accident, and you were driving commercially, right? You were being paid to take somebody's stuff from one place to another. That's driving commercially. They didn't sell you a commercial policy. They're not required to cover it. And that means that somebody's going to try to sue you and take your house or anything else. But more importantly, their property's been damaged. Their car is totaled out. They're in bad shape. They can't go to work the next day. They can't take their kids to school. Or worse, them and their kids are in the hospital. Or worse, them and their kids are in the morgue. And that's going to be even worse. You got to stop this. Guys, anybody out there that hears this thing, if you know anybody, or if you were yourself driving without an MC, without the insurance properly done, stop it. I mean, stop it. If you know somebody doing it, don't laugh. Charlie gets away with it. Stop it. Tell the guy he's wrong. Tell the guy he's doing it wrong. I'm telling you now, it makes it look bad on all of us. Anybody out there driving legally, it makes you look bad because there's some guy out there in a truck with cars on it and he flipped it over and tore up a whole bunch of stuff. Turned out didn't have any insurance. It makes you look bad on everybody. So don't sit back and laugh. Don't, clap the guy's got it going on. Stop it. You're paying all the money. That guy's paying none of the money, and he's taking your loads. I'm telling you. Well, how can he get on the load boards? Because he didn't have his insurance. These guys will go to people, especially in the car business. They'll go to some rinky-dink car dealership in South Florida, make a deal. I'll bring all your cars back for $25, right? And they go, oh, yeah, I'll do it. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. And they sends the guy to pick it up. The auction doesn't ask that guy. When a guy goes to the auction to pick the car up, he doesn't ask that guy. They don't care. Copart, they don't care. They're going to load it on that thing and off it goes. It heads to port, whatever's going to happen. So if you're that guy, if you're hiring those people, stop it. You're ruining the road out there for all the real good truck drivers, all the ones that do it right. You're ruining the road by allowing this to happen, by paying these guys $1 to even move anything. You got to stop it. Those guys got to pay up. They got to do it right, or they got to get off the road. That sounded kind of mean. That sounded really rough. It should be. Anyway, I don't make mean videos, but this one's a little mean. Thank you for watching.